Krishna. So we are continuing with Gita Govinda study session, chapter 3, Mugdha Madhusudana, attractive Madhusudana, text 3.1. Kamsarir api samsara vasana bandha shrinkalam radham adhaya hrudaye tatyaja vrajasundari. Kamsarir, the enemy of Kamsa, Krishna, api, even, samsara of madhurya rasa, samsara of madhurya rasa or of worldly things, vasana with impressions, bandha for binding him, shrinkalam a chain, radham radha adhaya having taken, shrudaye to his heart, tatyaja abandoned, vrajasundari the other cowardices, gopis, Krishna taking Radha into his heart because she was a chain binding him with impressions of Madhurya Rasa, gave up the other gopis. Commentary, Radha's longing for Krishna was described in chapter 2. Now, Krishna's longing for Radha is described. Krishna, enemy of Kamsa, gave up the other gopis since he had placed Radha in his heart. This indicates Krishna's intense attraction for Radha. Radha is described as follows. She acted as a chain to bind him with impressions. This binding develops in stages 70, samsara. 70. There are 10 stages in Anuraga. Literally, Anuraga means attraction. First stage is desire, abhilasha, then anxiety, chinta, followed by remembrance, smriti, and glorifying the lover's qualities, guna kirtana. Then follows confusion, udvega, then prattling nonsense, pralapa, then madness, unmada, then sickness, vyadhi, then being stunned, jadata, and finally death, marana. In this way, when they cannot attain each other, the 10th stage death arrives. Shringara Tilaka 2.4 to 6. This verse indicates the first stage called Abhilasha. 71, the first stage is Abhilasha, in which Krishna resolves to meet Radha. Its characteristics were described previously, commentary of Gita Govinda 1.27. It is also said, Sangamo Paya Rachita Prarabdha Vyavasayata Sankalpecha Samudbhutir Abhilasho Atra Vikriya Pravesha Nirgamau Tushnim Tad Drishtipata Gaminau Raga Prakashana Parashcheshta Swatma Prasadhanam Vyajoktayascha Vijane Stitir Iti Yevam Adaya. In the stage of Abhilasha, a person makes a resolve to find a way of meeting. The desire to make a decision manifests. The desire to make a decision manifests. He goes outside and stands silently looking at the path where the lover should appear. He goes outside and stands silently looking at the path where the lover should appear. He performs actions which reveal his attachment. He dresses up, speaks with double meaning, and remains in a solitary place. Rasarnava Sudhakara 2.379 to 380. It is understood that such stages such as going outside, dressing up, speaking with double meaning, etc. occurred previously as well along with their effects, since Anuraga acts as the first cause of deep conjugal love and produces intense sweetness in prema. Or samsara can mean the complete essence, which is madhurya rasa, full of bliss, since the Lord is its subject. Thus Radha was like a chain for binding him to eternal impressions of madhurya rasa. Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavitabis Tabirya Eva Nijarupataya Kalabhi Goloka Eva Nivasati Akilatma Bhuto Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. I worship the Supreme Lord Govinda, who, though regarding all the inhabitants as his very self, resides in Goloka exclusively with the young gopis, who are embodiments of Madhurya Rasa. He accepts them as his wives while they respond to his conjugal affection reciprocally. Brahma Samhita 5.37. Or samsara can indicate Radha, the final goal of all of his efforts. The final goal of all his efforts. Thus, she was a chain for controlling him by making him continually think about her. The word kamsari, Kamsa's enemy, also means he who distributes happiness. Since Kamsa feared him, the name also shows Krishna's abilities. It is said, Bhayat Kamsa. Out of fear, Kamsa obtained Krishna's mercy. Srimad Bhagavatam 7.1.31. Shrinkhala means chains according to Vishwa. Text 3.2. Itas tatastam anushritya radhikam ananga bana vrana khinna manasa kritanutapasa kalindi nandini tatanta kunje vishasada madhava. Itas tatas, then tam for her, anusritya having searched, radhikam for Radha, ananga of the cupid, bana of the arrows, vrana with the wounds, khinna was oppressed, manasa whose mind, Kritanutapa, by whom remorse was made, Sir, he, Kalinda Nandini of the Yamuna river, Tatanta on the edge of the bank, Kunje in a grove, Vishasada lamented, Madhava, Madhava, Krishna. After searching here and there for Radha, in a bower, a hut made of creepers on the edge of the bank of the Yamuna, Krishna remorseful lamented. After searching here and there for Radha in a bower, a hut made of creepers, on the edge of the bank of the Yamuna, Krishna, remorseful, lamented. His mind was in pain because of the wounds inflicted by arrows of Cupid. Commentary. What else did Krishna do? In a bower on the edge of the bank of Yamuna, in a hut. In a bower on the edge of the bank of Yamuna, in a hut made of creepers, he lamented. Madhava means the husband of Lakshmi. This indicates his pain in separation and the great good fortune of Radha. What had he done before this? Here and there he had searched for Radha, fixed in his heart, giving up his associates at their place where they were to meet. His mind was in pain because of the wounds inflicted by arrows of Cupid, and he was repentant. Why did I not pacify her before this? How is it possible to exist without her now? The word Ananga, Cupid, suggests that this could not be avoided. This verse describes the second stage called Chinta, anxiety. Its characteristics were described previously in Gita Govinda 1.27. Song 7, Gurjari Raga Yati Tala. The song is sung in the raga of Gurjari and in the tala of Yati. Epigraph to the song. The raga is Gurjari and the tala is Pratimantha. Both have already been explained. Text 3.3. Mam iyam chalita vilokya vritam vadhu nichayena saparadhaya mayapi na varita tibhayena Hari Hari Hatadara Taya Gathasa Kubiteva Mam me Yam Shi Chalita departed Vilokya having seen Vritam surrounded Vadhu Nichayena with a group of women gopis Saparadhaya because of my being an offender Mayapi even by me no she could not be Varita stopped Tibhayena because of my great fear. Hari Hari, oh what misfortune. Or oh Krishna, Hatadarataya, because she has lost her respect. Gata has gone, Sa, she, Kupiteva, and is angered. Krishna speaks, seeing me surrounded by other gopis, she went away. She could not be stopped because I was fearful, having committed offense. Ah, she's angry because she lost great respect and she left. Commentary. The meaning of the song is as follows. Oh, what misfortune, Hari Hari. Radha, dearer than millions of my lives with famous qualities, has become angry because of losing great respect. Radha, dearer than millions of my lives, with famous qualities, has become angry because of losing great respect. With famous qualities, has become angry because of losing great respect. She had become angry as a quarrel in jest, since there cannot be complete anger within love. She had become angry as a quarrel in jest, since there cannot be complete anger within love. This is a Vyabhichari Bhava, transitory emotions called anger. This is the chorus. How do you know that she's angry? Seeing me surrounded by all the gopis, she went away. The verb vilokya indicates that right after seeing this, because of this, she left. Thus, I know she's angry. Why did you not stop her from leaving? Because of great fear, I could not stop her. How could I speak in front of her? The cause of the fear was his offense. The offense was to participate with other gopis in play without Radha. Text 3.4. Kim karishyati, kim vadishyati, sa chiram virahena, kim dhanena janena, kim mama jivitena grihena hari hari. Kim what karishyati will she do? Kim what vadishyati will she say? Sa she chiram for a long time. Virahena because of separation. Kim what is the use? Dhanena of wealth, janena of other women. Kim what is the use? Mama my jivitena what is the use of my life? Grihena what is the use of a house? What will she do in long separation from me? What will she say to me when we meet? What is the use of wealth? What is the use of other women? What is the use of my life? What is the use of a house? Ah, she's angry. Commentary, what will she do in separation from me for a long time? By what method will she alleviate your pain? By what method will she alleviate your pain? He disregards his own pain and is overcome by her pain. This shows his great love. For instance, it is said, Yatte sujata charanam bhuruham staneshu bhita shanai priya dadhi mahi karka sheshu tena tavim atasi tad vyathate nakim swit kurpa dibir brahmati dhir bhavad ayusham naha. The gopis said, "O dearly beloved, your lotus feet are so soft that we place them gently on our breasts, fearing that your feet will be hurt. Our life rests only in you. Our minds, therefore, are filled with anxiety that your tender feet might be wounded by pebbles as you roam about on the forest path." Srimad Bhagavatam 10.31.19. Or knowing that I suffer from separation for a long time, will she perhaps accept me? Kim indicates conjecture in this case. In this case, even a moment's separation appears as a long time. It is said, Gopinam Paramananda Asi Govinda Darshane, Kshanam Yuga Shatam Iva Yasam Yena Vina Bhavad. The young gopis took the greatest pleasure in seeing Govinda, since for them even a moment without his association seemed like 100 ages. Srimad Bhagavatam 10.19.16. This is experienced in Mahabhava. What will she say to me? Seeing me falling at her feet, since me falling at her feet to beg forgiveness for my offense, what words of scolding will she give? Or will she speak good news to me with sweet words? Or will she speak soothing words to me or point out my faults? Or when I meet her and or when I meet with her and speak skillfully, will she become angrier? Will she use rough words? Or when I meet with her and speak skillfully, will she become angrier? Will she use rough words? Or will she give up her anger? Or will she give up anger and being pleased, speak sweet words? Such thoughts are described in Harivamsha as well. Jayadeva thus describes the many actions of Krishna, the very form of pastimes which yield a taste of rasa. Which yield a taste of rasa. One should not think these explanations are imaginary. Why be so eager for her? You should change your heart by cultivating other gopis. Without her, what is the use of other gopis? Kim Janena, what use do I have for all the wealth of my father, Nanda, Lord of Braja? Kim Dhanena, I have no use at all for it. Without her, I reject all faces gorgeously decorated, since it will bring me no satisfaction. She alone is my ornament and my wealth. It will be said later, Tvam Asi Mama Jivanam. You are my life in Gita Govinda 10.4. But can you be happy in the house without wealth? What is the use of a house? Can you not be happy without her? What is the use of my happiness? What is the use of any happiness without her? She is a form of my happiness. She is a form of my happiness. Or what is the use of happiness related to myself, since every woman who gives me happiness will only give suffering to me? Since I experience her suffering, if she's happy, then I'm happy. Instead of Sukhena, what is the use of my happiness? Sometimes Jivitena, what is the use of my life, is seen. What is the use of my living? What is my life, since I cannot tolerate her suffering? My life is worthless. This verse describes the third stage called Smriti, remembrance. It is described as follows in Rasarnava Sudhakara. Arthanam Anubhutanam Desha Kala Anuvartinam Santatyena Paramarsho Manasasyad Anusmriti Tatranubhava Nishvaso Dhyanam Kritya Vahastata Shaya Sanadi Vidvesha iti Adaya Smara Kalpita. Remembrance of objects and experiences at various places and times takes place continually in the mind. Remembrance of objects and experiences at various places and times takes place continually in the mind. In that condition, there are experiences having breathing. In that condition, there are experiences, heavy breathing, meditation, giving up the duties, and dislike of beds and chairs. In that condition, there are experiences, heavy breathing, meditation, giving up duties, and dislike of beds and chairs. This is all produced when This is all produced because of love. Rasarnava Sudhakaras 2.385 to 386. Text 3.5. Chintayami tad ananam. This is all produced because of love. Rasarnava Sudhakara 2.385 to 386. Text 3.5. Chintayami tad ananam kutila brukopa bharena shona padmam ivopari brahmata kulam brahmarena. Hari Hari. Chintayami, I think about tad ananam, her Radha's face. Kutila Bru, whose eyebrow is frowning, Kopa Bharena, because of the intensity of anger. Shona Padmam, the red lotus, Eva, like Upari above. Brahmatakulam Brahmarena, with a swarm of hovering bees. I think of Radha with face like a red lotus arising from her intense anger, with a frowning brow like a swarm of bees hovering above. Ah, she's angry. Commentary. Though he is overcome by her sorrow, he becomes absorbed in thinking solely of her. Though she's angry, this shows the excellence of his love. I remember her face, which is like a red lotus, flushed with intense anger. I remember her face, which is like a red lotus, flushed with intense anger. The redness in her face due to anger is compared to a red lotus. Above the lotus were hovering bees. Her eyebrows are compared to bees. This verse represents the fourth stage called Guna Kirtana, glorifying qualities. Anga pratyanga leela bhirvak cheshta hasite kshanai na tasya sadrisha kashid ityadi guna kirtanam. Guna kirtana consists of saying that nothing can equal to the grace of lovers' limbs, a glance, a smile, actions, and words. Shona means the color of the red lotus according to Amarakosha. This shows her infallible beauty, since anger can reveal beauty. This is called Madhurya. It is said, Madhuryam nama cheshtanam sarva vastashu charuta. Madhuryam means beauty of actions in all circumstances. Ujjwal Nilamani 11.19. Text 3.6. Tam aham hridi sangatam anishambrisham ramayami kim vane sarami tam iha kim vrutha vilapami. Hari Hari. Tam, her, aham, I, hridi, into my heart, sangatam, having come, anisham, constantly, brisham, fervently, ramayami, I enjoy, kim, why do, vane, in the forest, nusarami, I follow, tam, her, iha, here, kim, why do, vrata, uselessly, vilapami, I lament. Why do I follow her in the forest? Why do I uselessly lament? I enjoy constantly with her in my heart. Oh, she's angry. Commentary, why do I pursue for her in the forest? Here in the forest, why do I uselessly lament? I play fervently with her constantly in my heart. This is Spurti of union during separation. It's a transformation in Mahabhava. Or the verse means, should I play with her constantly in my heart, or should I pursue her in the forest? Uselessly I lament. 72. Spurti here refers to the manifestation of Radha in the heart, but not physical. Text 3.7. Tanvikhinnam asuyaya hrudayam tava kalayami tanna vedmi kuto gatasi nate natte nunayami. Hari Hari, Tanvi, O slender waisted woman, Radha, Kinnam is pain, Asuyaya with indignation because of finding fault in me, Hrudayam, heart, Tava, you are Akalayami, I know, Tan, therefore, Na, do not, Ved me, I know, Kuto, where Gatasi, you have gone, Natena, by offering respects to the ground, Teyu, Nunayami, I conciliate. O Radha, with slender waist, I know your heart is pained by finding fault in me. I do not know where you have gone, therefore I conciliate you by offering respects on the ground. O Radha, with slender waist, I know your heart is pained by finding fault in me. By finding fault in me. I do not know where you have gone, therefore I conciliate you by offering respects on the ground. Ah, she's angry. Commentary, O woman with slender waist, I know your heart is pained because of finding fault in me. Asuyaya. This sentence shows the fifth stage called Udvega, distress. It is said in Shringar Tilaka, Yasmin Ramyam Aramyam Vanacha Arshaya Jayate Pradvesha Pranitavye Pisa Udvega Smrito Yatha. Udvega refers to the state in which both pleasant and unpleasant situations do not give rise to joy, since she despises her lover. Shringar Tilaka 2.11. This state of distress is also inferred in Radha. Therefore, he addresses her as slender, since she has become thin because of mental pain. Meaning of the second line, I do not know where you have gone. I conciliate you with obeisances. Natena, or seeing the path you took by following that, I will conciliate you. The word na would indicate conjecture. The word te as a genitive indicates relationship. This sentence shows the sixth stage called vilapa, lamentation. It is said in Shringar Tilaka, the sentence shows the sixth stage called vilapa, lamentation. It is said in Shringara Tilaka, Bhambramiti mano yasmin ratyaut sukyad itastata vacha priyashrita evasa pralapa smrito yatha. Pralapa or vilapa is described as speaking words in which the mind constantly wanders here and there because of eagerness for love. Shringara Tilaka 2.12. Text 3.8. Drishyase purato gata gatam eva me vidadhasi kim pureva sa sambramam parirambhanam na dadasi. Hari Hari. Drishyase, you are seen, purato, in front, gata gatam, coming and going, eva, only, me, of me, vidadhasi, you perform, kim, why, pureva, as previously, sasambramam, with respect, parirambhanam, and embrace, no, do not, dadasi, you give. I see you in front of me. I see you in front of me. You come and go. Why do you not respectfully embrace me as you did previously? Ah, she's angry. Commentary, oh beautiful Radha, why do you not give embraces as previously with respect or on a pretense of fright? The word Sambhrama means that the Anubhava called Bibhoka. On embracing the lover, the woman makes a show of indifference. It is said, Bibhoko mana garva bhyam syad abhishtepi anadaraha. Disrespect towards a lover or articles given by the lover out of anger or pride is called bibhoka. Ujjwal Nilmani 1.11, Ujjwal Nilmani 11.52. Here's an example. Priyokti lakshena vipaksha sannidhau svikaritam pashya shikanda maulina shyamati vama hridayangam api srajam dara graya nirasa helaya. Out of pride, look, Shyama has accepted a garland offered by Krishna, who speaks to her with many words in the presence of her rivals. Contrary, Shyama, though pleased with it, smells it slightly and then throws it away indifferently. Ujjal Nilamani and throws it away indifferently. Ujjal Nilamani 11.53. Here is another example. Spuratya Tishtan Sakitava Mukakshipta Nayana Pratiksham Kritvayam Bhavad Avasarasya Dhamana Drishoche Gambhiryad Gritita Guru Hela Gahanaya Asanti Vakshive Tvam Iha Vanamalam Rachayasi. Shyamla speaks to Radha. Krishna stands before you, gazing at your face and waiting for an opportunity. Oh, intoxicated girl, you seem to mock him with a glance, like a garland of great neglect strung with the flowers of inscrutability. And you continue to string a flower garland with your hands. Ujjal Nilamani 11.54. The meaning of the first line, I see you before me. You come and go. Gata Gatam, persons experiencing separation see the beloved everywhere because of association in the heart. An example is given. Prasa desa dishi dishi cha sa prashtata sa pura sa paryanke sa pati pati cha sa tad viyoga turasya ham ho cheta prakritir apara nasti me kapi sa sa jagati sakale koyam advaitavada. The person in separation sees his beloved on the terrace, in all directions, behind, in front, on the couch, on the path. Oh heart, there's no other woman for me in the whole universe. Why you talk of all being the same? She is special for me, and so everyone is not same. Amaru Shataka 102, text 3.9. Shamyatam aparam kadapi tavedrisham na karomi dehi sundari darshanam mama manmathena dunomi hari hari. Shamyatam, forgive me, aparam again, kadapi ever, tava against you, idrisham such an act, none not karomi, I will commit. Dehi, give me sundari, a beautiful woman, Radha, darshanam, the sight of you, mama, as a mercy to me, manmathena, from love, dunomi, I'm suffering. Please forgive my offense. I will never again commit such an act. Oh, beautiful Radha, please reveal yourself as mercy to me. I am suffering from love. Ah, she's angry. Commentary. Oh, beautiful Radha, who's pleasing to see, Sundari, please forgive my offense. I will never again commit such offense. Aparam. This indicates the seventh stage called Unmada, madness. In Rasarnava Sudhakara, it is said, Atasmin stad iti brantir unmado, virahod bhava, unmada arising from separation produces illusion, so that an object appears differently from what it is really is. From what it really is. Then he recovers his senses a little. Oh, beautiful Radha, please tell me, see you. Please let me see you. Mama indicates relationship in the genitive. Show yourself to me as a mercy to me. Though I'm unqualified, by addressing her as beautiful, he tries to encourage her. I suffer because of love. Text 3.10. Varnitam Jayadeva Kena Harer Idam Pranatena. 73. Another version as Pravanena. Kindu Bilva Samudra Sambhava Rohini Ramanena. Varnitam was described Jayadeva Kena by Jayadeva, Harer of Krishna. Idam, this description. Pranatena, surrendered to the Lord. Kindu Bilva of Kindu Bilva village. Samudra, from the ocean. Sambhava, which arises Rohini Ramanena, like the moon. Offering respects to the Lord. Jayadeva, like the moon arising from the ocean of Kindu Bilva village. Has written this description of Krishna. 74, end of song 7. 74, in commentary of verse 11.21, it is said, Yathochita nijotkarsha vadi praudha iti ritam. When a person proclaims fittingly his own excellence, it is called praudha. The title is proper since he excels all others in describing the confidential pastimes. Also here, Jayadeva brings fame to his ancestors by describing Krishna. In commentary of verse 11.21, it is said, Yathochita nijotkarshavadi praudha iti ritam. When a person proclaims fittingly his own excellence, it's called praudha. The title is proper since he excels all others in describing the confidential pastimes. Also here, Jayadeva brings fame to his ancestors by describing Krishna. Commentary, Jayadeva means the same as Jayadeva. This story of Krishna is related to Jayadeva, who surrendered to the Lord. Pranatena, another version as Pravanena, by Jayadeva, who is dedicated to the Lord. The poet is like the moon, Rohini Ramanena, which arises from the ocean of Kindu Bilva, the ancestral town of Jayadeva. As the full moon increases the ocean, Jayadeva has increased the fame of his family. The word Kindu Bilva indicates Jayadeva's ancestors. Rohini Ramana means the moon according to Haravali. The phrase also indicates the excellence of Jayadeva's wife Padmavati. 75. Rohini Ramana means the husband of Rohini. It is said that moon Chandra is married to 27 daughters of Daksha. Among the 27 daughters, Rohini is his favorite wife. Since Jayadeva compares himself to moon by saying Rohini Ramana, he also compares Padmavati to Rohini. Text 3.11. Shridi Bisa Lata Haro Nayam Bhujangama Nayaka Kuvalaya Dala Shreni Kante Nasa Garala Dyuti Malayaja Rajo Nedam Bhasma Priya Rahite Mai Prahara Nahara Brantya Nanga Krudha Kim Udhavasi. Shridi, oh, on my chest, Bisalata of water lilies stems, Haro is a necklace, Nayam, it's not, Bhujangama of the snakes, Nayaka, the king, Vasuki, Kuvalaya of the blue lotus, Dala of petals, Shreni, a string, Kante on my throat, Nasa, it is not, Garala of poison, Dyuti, the blue streak in Shiva's throat, Malayaj of sandalwood, Rajo, the dust is on my limbs, Nedam, it's not, Bhasma, the ashes smeared on Shiva's body, Priya, from my love, Rahite, separated, Mahime, Prahara, beat, Na, do not, Hara of Shiva, Brantya, because of mistaking me, Ananga, O Cupid, Krudha, out of anger, Kim, perhaps Dhavasi, you pursue me. Krishna speaks, O Cupid, separated from my love, do not beat me out of anger. Perhaps you pursue me out of anger, thinking I'm Shiva. On my chest is a necklace of water lily stems, not the snake Vasuki. Not the snake Vasuki. On my throat is a string of blue lotuses, not the blue streak of poison, which is in Shiva's throat. I have sandalwood dust on my limbs, not the ashes that are smeared on Shiva's body. Commentary. Cupid alone is the cause of my grief. I will scold him. With that intention, Krishna speaks. Oh, Cupid, do not beat me. Perhaps you pursue me out of anger, mistaking me for Shiva. Or, oh, Cupid, do you chase me because you think I'm Shiva? I'm without my lover, Priya Rahite. Shiva is always in the company of his beloved. Since I'm without my lover, it's not proper to mistake me for Shiva. And when I'm with my beloved, even then you should not beat me. Previously, Shiva burned up Cupid's body. Cupid was without limbs. The word Ananga is used to show the great enmity of Cupid towards Shiva. The root of the mistaken the root of the mistaken The root of the mistaken identity is eradicated as follows. This is a necklace of water lily stems on my chest, which I wear to relieve myself of the pain of separation. It's not the king of snakes, Vasuki. This is a string of blue lotus petals on my throat for cooling my body. It's not Shiva's throat, which became blue because of swallowing poison. I wear sandalwood dust to lessen the heat in all my limbs. It's not Shiva's ashes. The sandalwood powder that he smears on his limbs to cool them appears to be dust because of the heat in his body caused by separation. You think my necklace of water lily stems is Vasuki because it's long and cool. The blue lotuses appear to be Shiva's blue throat. Because the color is similar. You mistake my sandalwood dust for ashes. It's not correct to think that I'm Shiva. This verse has the poetic ornament called Bhrantiman. Perceiving one object to be another is called Bhrantiman. Kim or Kim Yutha indicates conjecture according to Amarakosha. Kim or Kim Yutha indicates conjecture according to Amarakosha. Who indicates anger according to Vishwa. Text 3.12. Panav ma kuruchuta sayakam amum ma chapam aropaya krida nirjita vishwa murchita janagatena kim paurusham tasya eva mrigi drisho manasija prenkat kadaksha suga shreni jaritam manag api mano nadyapi sandukshate. Panav in your hand, ma, do not, kuru, put, chuta of mango buds, sayakam, the arrow, amum, that, ma, do not, chapam, bow, aropaya, string, krida, by your play, nirjita vishwa, by whom the universe is conquered, murchita, who have fainted, janaghatena, because of killing people. Kim, are you? Paurusham, a human being. Tasya of that woman, Eva only, Mrigi Drisho of the doe-eyed woman Radha, Manachsija, a cupid or one who is born from the mind, Prankhat, wandering, Kadakshak Suga, of arrows which are the glances, Shreni by masses, Jajaritam, torn to pieces, Manag at once, Api even, Mano my mind, Nadhyapi no longer, Sandukshate lives. O Cupid, do not put the mango bud arrow in your hand. Do not string that arrow on your bow. O Cupid, the conqueror of the universe by your play. Are you a human being shooting people who have fainted? My mind cut to pieces by masses of arrows of Radha's glances, which wander about, can no longer live. Commentary. Cupid is famous for having mango bud arrows. Placing arrows of mango buds on his bow, he shoots. Placing arrows of mango buds on his bow, he shoots. Worried about this, Krishna becomes humble before Cupid. Oh Cupid, do not put that arrow made of the mango flower in your hand. Seeing the blossoming of spring flowers, he speaks, do not aim your bow, or do not take up your mango flower arrow in your hand. But if you put in your hand, do not string it on your bow. The word manasaja also indicates you should not cause me pain, since you're born from my mind. O Cupid, O conqueror, who conquers the universe with your play, are you a human being? Kim Paurusham, if you beat persons like me who have fainted. Apitu means Kim Api, or are you a wild person? Kim Paurusham taken as a compound indicating bad person in beating people who have fainted. The cause of his fainting is a doe-like eyes. Because of great separation, he cannot even utter her name. My mind cut to pieces by masses of arrows of Radha's glances, which wander about, cannot live. I faint because of the arrows of her glances. Now the injury from your mango flower arrows kills one who's already dead. In this way, playfully, you have conquered the universe. You have destroyed your good name among people who have fainted. Shayaka is an arrow according to Vishwa. Dhanus means a bow according to Amarakosha. Asuga means an arrow. Kim Paurusham is a compound indicating bad person. This is according to the rule Kim Kshepe, Panini 2.1.64. Text 3.13. Bhru Pallavam Dhanur Apanga Tarangidani Bhana Guna Shravana Palir Iti Smarena Tasyam Ananga Jaya Jangama Devatayam Astrani Nirjita Jaganti Kim Arpitani. Brew of a bros, Pallavam, the shoots, Dhanur or his bow, Apanga Tarangitani or shifty side glances, Bana or his arrows, Guna is in his bowstring, Shravana of her ears, Palir on the edge, Itita Smarena by the Cupid, Tasyam in her Radha, Ananga to the Cupid, Jaya of victory, Jangam of giving, Devatayam, the Devata, Astrani, the weapons, Nirjita Jaganti, by which the worlds are conquered, Kim somehow, Arpitani are established. The weapons for conquering the universe have perhaps been established by Cupid in Radha, who is the Devata meant for giving victory to Cupid. The shoots of a bros are his bow. Her shifty side glances are his arrows, and her ears are his bowstring. Commentary, you feel sorrow on remembering a glance. Why find fault with Cupid? I speculate that Cupid has given these weapons to Radha, but should not such weapons be given to someone's hand by a warrior and not placed elsewhere? Cupid has established them in Radha after having conquered the three worlds with those weapons. Why did no one else get them? She is the Devata who enables Cupid to be victorious. The weapons have been given to her to conquer the three worlds. For that purpose, they have been established in her. It's also hinted that a weapon given by a Devata cannot be counteracted by anyone. What power of this Devata, though Cupid What power of this Devata, though Cupid has no limbs, by his mercy the universe is conquered. But Cupid, being conquered by her, rejects his Lord Krishna and takes shelter of Radha alone. The weapons are described as follows. She has bows in the form of her eyebrows, the movements of her glances are the arrows, her ears are the bowstrings, her brows are compared to young shoots since they're dark and glossy. Her glances are compared to arrows because they cannot be counterattacked. Her ears are compared to bowstrings because they are long. Apanga means the edge of the eye according to Vishwa. Pali refers to the edge of the ear. '76. It seems that the eyes and the brows extend towards the ear bowstring and she shoots her glances. Text 3.14. Bru chape nihita kataksha vishiko nirmatu marma vyatham shyamatma kutila karotu kavari bharopi marodhyamam Moham tavad ayam cha tanvi tanutam bimbadharo ragavan sadvrittastana mandalastava katam pranir mama kridati. Brew of your brow, kachape on the bow, nihita strung kataksha of your glance, Vishiko the arrow, nirmatu, let it inflict, marma to my body, vyatham pain, shamatma, whose self is dark, kutila crooked, karotu, let it make, kavari bharo, your bound up air, api even maro dyamam, an attempt at death, moham, the loss of my consciousness, tavad, indeed, I am this cha and tanvi, O slender woman, tanutam, let it cause, bimba dharo, your lips like the bimba fruit, ragavan, red sadvritta, perfectly round, stana of breast, mandalas, the circle, tava, you are, katam, vai, praner, with life, mama, my kridati, play, let the arrow of your glance strung on the bow of your brow inflict pain to my body. Let your dark, crooked, bound up hair attempt to kill me. Let your bimba red lips filled with hatred cause me to lose consciousness. Why do your round breast play with my life? Commentary, now the beauty of Radha's limbs gives me pain. I should scold her for this. What this with this intention, Krishna ignores Cupid and addresses Radha as if she were in front of him. Let the arrow of your glance strung on the bow of your eye, on the bow of your eyebrow, cause pain to my limbs. Since that's the nature of your glance, let it be so. Let your bound up hair, black and crooked, try to kill me, or let the air try to incite passion in me. Someone who's crooked with inner darkness naturally tries to kill others. O slender woman, let your lips red like the bimba fruit make me faint. Such a person is filled with hate and makes others lose consciousness. Why do your breasts perfectly round play with my life hairs? Play with my life hairs, trying to take them away. It's not proper that one of good character should take others' lives. In the last line of the verse, the ornament called virodha is used. It's actually not proper that a good person takes others' lives. Kavya Prakasha 10.24 says, Virodha, so Virodhapi, Viruddhatvena Yad Vachaha. When there's no contradiction, but things are described as contradictory, it is called Virodha. Vishikha means an arrow according to Vishwa. Shyama means something condemned according to Dharani. Kavari means bound up hair according to Amarakosha. Mara means death, and Cupid according to Vishwa. Bimba refers to a fruit. Raga refers to hatred and being colored. Vritta means character and round according to Shashwata. Atma means nature according to Vishwa. Text 3.15. Tani sparsha sukhani techa tarala snigdha drisho vibramas tad vaktrambuja saurabham sacha sudhasyandi giram vakrima sabimbadhara madhuriti vishaya sange pichen manasam tasyam lagna samadhi hanta viraha vyadhi katham vardhate. Tani, these sparsha derived from touching, sukhani, these happinesses, te, your limbs, cha and tarala, playful, snigdha, affectionate, drishor of your eyes, vibhamas, movements, tad vaktrambuja of your lotus face, saurabham, the fragrance, sa, the cha and sudha of nectar, syandi, the flow, giram of your words, vikrima, crooked, sa, the bimbadhara, so the bimbadhara of your bimba lips, madhuri, the sweet taste, iti, thus vishaya sange, with the senses adhering to their objects, api, even, chain, if, manasam, my mind, tasyamina, radha, lagna samadhi is one whose absorption is intense, hanta, alas, viraha of separation, vyadhi, the pain, katham, how, vardhate, does increase. I experience the happiness of touching your limbs, seeing the affectionate movements of the pupils of your eyes, smelling the fragrance of your lotus face, hearing the flow of nectar of your crooked words, and tasting the sweetness of your bimba lips. If I experience in this way with my senses while absorbing my mind in you, how can the pain of separation increase? I experience the happiness of touching the limbs, seeing the affectionate movements of the pupils of your eyes, smelling the fragrance of your lotus face, hearing the flow of nectar of your crooked words, and tasting the sweetness of your bimba lips. If I experience in this way with my senses while absorbing my mind in you, how can the pain of separation increase? Commentary: this condition is not Radha's fault and is not Cupid's fault. Suffering arises because of the temporary nature of that experience. You should think of Radha, whom you previously experienced with your senses. The happiness of touching her limbs, which I previously experienced, I'm experiencing now. This is experienced through the sense of touch. I experience the flickering pupils of your eyes filled with affection and playfulness. This is experienced through sight. I experience the fragrance of your lotus mouth. This is attachment, arising from the senses of smell. I experience the crookedness in the flow of nectar of your words by hearing your lips sweet as bimba fruit, which I previously experienced, I experience now. This is experienced through the sense of taste. If my mind concentrates completely on Radha, even with such sense contacting its object, why does the pain arising from separation still increase? The word api indicates the ornament of virodha, contradiction, since it's impossible in samadhi to have the external senses contact the sense objects. Samadhi means complete concentration of the mind while stopping function of the external senses. Separation will occur only when there is non-attainment of the desired object of the respective senses. Because my senses are not separated from their objects and my mind thinks of her constantly, there should be no separation. How can pain arising from separation then occur? How can pain arising from separation then occur? It's hinted that in Samadhi also he experiences pain. The objects, Vishaya, are form, sound, smell, taste, and touch. According to Amara Kosha, the conclusion of this verse is that Krishna experiences most astonishing transformations in prema. Text 3.16. Tirya Kanta Vilola Mauli Taralottama Tamsasya Vamshocharat Giti Sthana Kritavadhana Lalana Laksherna Samlakshita Sammugdhe Madhusudanasya Madhure Radha Mukendau Sudha Sare Kandalita Shiram Dadatu Kshemam Katakshor Maya. Tiryak is bent, Kanta, whose neck, Vilola is swaying, Mauli, whose crown, Taralottama Sasya, whose earrings are quivering, Vamshocharat, playing on his flute, Giti of a song, Sthana to the notes, Krita Vadana, because his attention is directed, Lalana of beautiful women, Gopis, Lakshay by the groups, none, not, some Lakshita, noticing, some Mugdhe, tender or beautiful, Madhusudanasya of Madhusudana, Krishna, Madhure and charming, Radha of Radha, Mukenda on the moon face, Sudha of nectar, Sare the essence, Kandalitash, increased Chiram for a long time, Dadatu made bestow, were upon you, Kshemam auspiciousness, Kata shore Maya, the waves of his side glances. May the side glances of Madhusudana, which increases on seeing the tender, charming moon face of Radha, the shelter of sweetness, the essence of nectar, which does not notice other gopis as he attentively plays melodies on his flute, with bent neck, swaying crown, and quivering earrings, bestow auspiciousness on you forever. Commentary. This is a blessing at the end of this chapter. May the waves of Krishna's glances from the edges of his eyes bring you auspiciousness. Kshemam. The word Madhusudana, killer of the demon Madhu, is used to indicate that Krishna can give auspiciousness by destroying the sinful, or it can indicate his fickle nature. He is like a bee. The waves of glances are described. They shoot up like waves in the presence of Radha's moon-like face. They shoot up like waves in the presence of Radha's moon-like face, the shelter of sweetness, Madhure, and they indistinctly quiver Sammugdhe, just as the waves of the ocean increase on seeing the moon. There is another version of the last two lines of this verse. Premna Kandalita Sumugdha Madhure, Radha Nannendau Sudha, Sare O Madhusudanasya Dadatu Kshemam Katakshor Maya. In this case, Sumugdha Madhure means Radha's face, which is charming and very tender. That face is the essence of nectar, Sudha Sare. Since she sees other gopis, why do his glances act like waves only for the face of Radha? When he attentively focusing his mind, Kritavadhana, plays arrangements of notes on his flute, those glances do not look at the group of women. All the women enchanted by the sound of the flute do not see that Krishna glances only at Radha. His appearance in playing the flute is described as follows. His neck is bent, his crown sways, and his earrings quiver. This is a karma dharaya compound. 77. Giti means song according to Amarakosha. Uttamsa means hearing according to Dharani. Kandala means new sprouts. Urmi means wave according to Vishwa. 77. Karma dharaya compound in which the nouns would have the same case if the compound were dissolved into a sentence. Hare Krishna, I would like to end here. Thank you so much.